But first, you're going to demonstrate the game.
I am. I'm going to take you through our levels and show you how fighting works, give you a taste of the Wii Motion Plus action that is Red Steel.
Hello Jason, welcome to the Netherlands.
Hi, thanks. Glad to be here.
So, first things first, what's the game all about?
The game is all about first-person sword fighting with a gun. So you can have you can use your sword and your gun at any time. It's a East meets West samurai gunslinger setting, sort of a modern world. So it's an action game, and you're playing a hero, and you're making the world a better place, one bad guy at a time.
So where did you get the inspiration from for this game?
Well, so I was hired to help out with Red Steel 2 in progress. So the project was underway. You know, Red Steel 1, the fans were actually, there were a lot of fans who really appreciated Red Steel 1 and really wanted to see a second game, even though there were some questions about controls and other issues. So Ubisoft always knew that they wanted to make Red Steel 2. We looked at what we could do with the Wii Motion Plus, and to me, the inspiration for the gameplay was, I mean, when I was a kid, I used to, pick every stick I found, I'd pick up and then, start to, hit things with it and pretend I was a musketeer. Bam, bam, bam. Just that fantasy of being a badass swordsman and hitting things with a stick, we suddenly could do that in game. So that was where the gameplay came from. The setting, though, was very much inspired by Sergio Leone and the hero with no name, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And he's samurai, sort of this samurai spaghetti, the spaghetti samurai films and the spaghetti westerns sort of put together.
So what do you enjoy the most of game development?
Well, for me, it's always the people. I've been doing this for 14 years, and I've always been creating and making things. So I have this need, to just build things because I'm crazy. What I've learned over the years is that the best moments in game development happen when you're working with really great people who you trust, who you believe in, and who believe in you, and you can depend on each other. And then what you find is that you're combining your skills together. You become so much more powerful than you would be on your own, sort of solo. So for me, all the best moments are really working with really talented people who love what they're doing and who are passionate about their work. It's just fantastic.
I bet I can do it. I bet some of you will play.
Well, I'll bet with you. So just take a stand over there.
I'm I own every console.
Yeah.
And I play, I'm a player who plays games, not consoles. I don't participate in the religious wars, but I mean, the Wii is great at some things. Right now the Wii is the only place where you can have this kind of experience.
The Wii Motion Plus is great and easy to use in terms of technology. It's a gyroscope, so it gives us all that position data, but people are so different. Everyone swings differently.
What is the biggest issue or challenge to develop for the Wii?
There's two things. One, the hardware has constraints that the other platforms don't have, so that's always challenging to make the game work. But if you accept those constraints and design your game to accommodate them, it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, it's the Wii has more memory, more processor power, and more of everything than the original PlayStation by a long shot. And I was making games on that console too, so to me it feels very, very freeing in a lot of ways. The hardest part, honestly, is that this motion control is a human interface, and everyone pushes the A button the same way. You push it like this. You just push the button, right? And the computer goes, okay, they push the A button. So then I tell you, swing the Wiimote like a sword. Everyone does that differently. The movement is never the same. And we have to be very, very clever about how we, what we use for input. As an example, some people will swing the Wii like this. Some people will, when you say swing the sword, they will go up, back. You see that little hook, right? That, if you're not paying attention, the Wii could say, oh, that's a slash this way instead of this way, and it can be very confusing. So the algorithms underneath have to accommodate the human beings who are playing, and that's a difficult problem. It's a difficult problem, but I think we solved it.
I think it's a great time for this. We're going to see more games like this in a year, and I think it's going to open up a new genre.